Owning a private ranch in Southern California used to be peaceful. We had wide open land, a horse stable, citrus trees, and a beautiful in-ground pool right at the edge of the ridge overlooking the valley. That pool wasn't just for swimming. It was where family gathered, horses cooled off, and ranch hands relaxed after a hard day's work. That was until the HOA lady moved in next door. Her name was Karen Wexler, and within 2 weeks of closing escrow in the luxury development that bordered the back edge of my property, she'd already emailed me twice. First, about excessive rooster noise. Second, about how my pool didn't match the community aesthetic. Let me be clear. My ranch isn't part of their HOA. Never was, never will be. But Karen believed proximity gave her power. She was dead wrong. It started when we hosted a Memorial Day barbecue. Friends, family, and veterans from town came out. A few neighbors from the new subdivision parked out by the barn and joined us. We're friendly folks. Karen wasn't invited. The next morning, I found a typed letter shoved into our front gate. Your pool, located near our eastern boundary, has become an assumed shared amenity due to lack of fencing and consistent community access. Please maintain it to Vista Ridge HOA standards or keep it open year-round. She thought my private ranch pool was a shared neighborhood asset. My response? I installed a 10-foot cedar privacy wall around the pool and closed it for maintenance indefinitely. That's when Karen really lost it. 3 days later, I was in the barn when a deputy sheriff rolled up. Polite guy, real calm. Said he was responding to a call about unauthorized closure of a neighborhood pool and safety hazards. I blinked. This is my private pool, on my private land. He chuckled, almost embarrassed. We figured as much, but she insisted a public access feature was being illegally restricted. I showed him the deed, survey maps, water bills, and drone photos from 2010, long before their subdivision existed. He radioed it in, apologized, and left shaking his head. But that police report, it triggered something far bigger than Karen expected. Turns out, when Karen filed her HOA complaint, she referenced an old land use agreement. But she got the parcel number wrong and accidentally filed it against her own subdivision's private recreation center, which had a community pool, one that hadn't been properly permitted for over a decade. The county caught wind, and soon California's Coastal Commission launched a review of HOA water use violations. And that's when everything unraveled. The HOA had been overpumping from a restricted groundwater reserve. Their landscaping, illegal irrigation, their clubhouse pool, no updated environmental permits. 6 weeks later, Vista Ridge HOA was slapped with a $2.5 million fine for unlawful water diversion, unpermitted construction, and falsified environmental compliance reports. Karen's complaint did more than backfire. It blew the roof off a long-buried water scandal. Karen resigned from the HOA board and put her home up for sale due to community hostility. The new buyer? A retired water rights attorney who planted cacti and waved at me through the new pool fence. The HOA was forced to drain their pool and switch to xeriscaping. Meanwhile, I reopened my pool, for family only, and threw a party to celebrate. Invited the sheriff. He brought smoked brisket. The cedar wall stays up. Karen stays gone. And I've got a new metal sign bolted to the fence by the pool. Private ranch pool. Not a communal amenity. Trespassers will be soaked. The irony? Karen wanted to swim so badly, and now no one in her old neighborhood can.